Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that it's 8:25?
Precisely.
Damn. I'm late for school.
It's Back to the Future Day.
Don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. That's the power of love.
Jesus Christ. Burn it up in this. Ugh. Alright, that's better. Alright, so let's get to the review. So the basic plot of the movie is about this teenage boy named Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, who is friends with this scientist named Doc Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd. And Doc Brown has this new invention. He doesn't tell Marty what it is, but it's a new cool invention. He wants Marty to go meet up with him so they could test out the new invention. And Marty goes there at the Twin Pine Mall at 1 o'clock in the morning, and they test out their new invention. And eventually, Marty finds out that the new invention is a time machine, and it works. So basically, shit happens, and Marty winds up in 1955. And he's stuck there, and he has to go find 1955 Doc to help him get back to the future. And while that's happening, he can't just go back to the future because he accidentally stops his parents from falling in love. So technically, he will not exist if he goes back to the future. He has to get his parents to fall back in love, and he has to find a way to get back to the future. So, it's a pretty awesome movie. There's a lot of memorable things about the movie. There's plenty of awesome lines from all different characters.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think, McFly. Think. McFly!
What?
Your shoes unbelt.
What are you looking at, butthead? So what's it to you, butthead?
He's a butthead just like his old man was. Hey, butthead! Must be rough being named after a complete butthead.
Who you calling butthead, butthead?
There's a great villain, Biff. Biff's probably one of the greatest movie villains of all time. If you look on a bunch of lists online, Biff is definitely, he's either at the top or on the list of every best movie villains list of all time. I think the reason why for that is because over the course of the movies, we get to see so many reincarnations of Biff that we really get to know his character. It becomes very well developed. Hell, the second movie is basically about Biff. There's so many scenes with Biff that it should be called Biff to the Future too. That was horrible, I know. The movie's just overall awesome, and I can't really do it justice by giving a review. I can just tell you that it's great, because it is great. And I'm not gonna lie. The second sequel, is one of the greatest sequels to a movie of all time. It's almost equal to the first one. The third movie is also pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's better than the first one, or the second one. It's definitely the weakest of the three. I still enjoy it though, even though some people despise it. Personally, I believe Back to the Future is the greatest movie of all time. And before you guys destroy the comments section telling me that I'm an idiot, let me explain myself first. Because Back to the Future is a movie that anybody of all ages can enjoy. And everybody really loves the main character because he's an underdog. And everybody loves the underdog story. It's something that they can relate to. But when you take a movie like The Godfather, unless you're an Italian mobster, I don't really see you relating to something like that. And also, not everybody can enjoy The Godfather. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad about The Godfather. I think it's a great movie. It's probably like in the top 3 greatest movies of all time. But the reason why I don't think it's number 1, and it doesn't deserve number 1, is because it doesn't apply to all audiences. Not everybody can relate to it and have such a good time as they can watching Back to the Future. People of all ages can enjoy watching Back to the Future. It's a relatable movie for everyone, as I've said before. Take a movie like Shawshank Redemption. People also say that's one of the greatest movies of all time. Would you show your kids Shawshank Redemption? No. Would you show your kids The Godfather? No. But Back to the Future is a timeless movie. It's a movie that everybody enjoys, and anybody from all ages can watch it. Take a movie like Star Wars, people might say that's the same thing applies to that, but the reason why I think Back to the Future is more likable is because everybody likes Back to the Future. And there's a huge group of people out there that won't watch Star Wars or don't like Star Wars just because it's in space and they don't like that space element. They don't even give it a try. And it's really sad because it's a masterpiece of a film. But just because it takes place in space and it has that theme, people immediately think nerd, 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 and they back away from it. So that's why I think Back to the Future is better. Now, there's another film that people might talk about and say, okay, this film's definitely better than Back to the Future. It's probably one of the greatest movies of all time too. And that's a popular one brought up is Forrest Gump. What's Forrest Gump? A movie that arguably the whole family can watch. There's a few risque scenes, but so is there in Back to the Future, but pretty much everybody can enjoy Forrest Gump. It's a relatable character, it's an underdog, and everybody loves to see him win. It's just overall a great story. And people would say that Forrest Gump is arguably better. But guess what? Even if that is true, guess who directed Forrest Gump? So even if it is, I'm just glad that it's the same director from Back to the Future. And he definitely got a lot of experience from making Back to the Future to make Forrest Gump. So really, we go for a full circle here. So, to each his own, I prefer Back to the Future as my favorite movie. Forrest Gump's definitely up there. That's all my time. Thank you for watching, and hopefully in the future we can get a better Back to the Future skit. I really wanted to do something, but I didn't have that much time to do anything or plan anything. But it's better than nothing. And in the future, I hope to do something even bigger for Back to the Future. But anyway, Back to the Future is great. I'm never going to stop talking about it. And I'm bound to do more reviews of it in the future, more in-depth review. I just had to get this one up because it's Back to the Future Day. So I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about it and just go watch it.